Welcome to the eSports Report, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Chris Puckett, joined by Solid Jake. Today it's going to be a short show. We were going to show some Destiny footage, but thanks to the high demand of the alpha right now, I've tried to start the download at noon. It's now 4 p.m., and we're only at 40% downloaded.
Oh, my.
Yeah, so no Destiny today. However, I will be playing it and giving you guys my thoughts on the alpha. I saw some streams on Twitch already. A lot of people are excited about Bungie's new shooter. What are your thoughts coming into this one, Jake?
You know, I'm a big Halo fan. I'm a big Borderlands fan. It looks like it's got a little bit of both. It's got the multiplayer aspect and the single-player online co-op. So, honestly, it's covering all angles of the game, and it's super fun for the casuals and the competitive side. So, it looks great.
They're spending a lot of money on it as well. So, hopefully, it is going to be incredible. I know the guys at Bungie have been working on it for quite a while. Well, while we're waiting on Destiny to finish loading, we got plenty of other things to talk about. Of course, Smash Brothers. We got some major updates coming out tomorrow. Give us a little teaser. What are we going to be talking about on tomorrow's show?
Tomorrow, we're actually going to be announcing the pools, which is, you know, a big, big deal. Who's going to be playing who, where everybody's being faced off, because we got 2 6-man pools for Anaheim and, 12 really stacked players for the event. So
that's going to be a good one.
It's exciting.
And then, of course, we'll be going into another player profile today. Yesterday, we took a look at Armada. We've seen Mango. We've seen Peepee. Today, who's our player to look at?
Today we got Westballz, who was actually the last person to qualify in terms of points. He has the least amount of points. He just barely, narrowly made it SKTAR. It came down to the very, very last match between him and SFAT, and the winner of that match would be the one to qualify for the final spot in Anaheim. So he only went to 2 events. He went to Pat's house, over in California, and he came to SKTAR, and he just merely edged it out. But he's very good. It doesn't mean that he's the worst player. That's definitely not true. He's considered to be like number probably 6 or 7 or 8 in the world right now. So,
well, he needed a 5th place finish at SKTAR. I remember you saying on the previous bracket or on the previous show when we were covering Pat's house that he was on your list. You called it right. He's coming over. Let's take a look at Weston Dennis, better known as Westballz.
My name is Weston Dennis. I live in Burbank, California, and my tag is Westballz. And I've been playing this game for like 6 years, and I started playing competitively in 2010. SoCal started a tournament series where you could make quite a bit of money like each week, like every 2 weeks. So I just thought like, oh, I could just make money off of like these tournaments every 2 weeks. So I have been living off of it recently, but the job that I had, it was just, it wasn't for me, so I wasn't really satisfied, so I just quit just to focus on Melee. How I got here is because of one guy in Northern California, and his name is Zope. Well, that's his gamer tag, and his name is Peter. And he decided that since West Coast didn't have that many points, that we needed West Coast players to get out to SKTAR. So he donated personally $150 to me and SFAT. Shout outs to Peter, aka Zope. On top of that, me and Mike Hayes, we were streaming for a couple weeks, and we decided to start a donation fund so I could afford it, because I couldn't really afford it just with $150. So within 2 days, we raised $1,000 on stream, yes. And the last person who donated, he came into my stream, he asked what's left for the donation, and I said $150 to reach our goal. He said, here you go. And then there's like a little ding sound that happens when he donates, and it's $150, this guy. Shout outs to my brothers that gave me money for this trip, and shout outs to the Melee community for donating all the $1,000 that they did so that me and Mike Hayes can attend this tournament. So we have a lot of old blood, and especially since the documentary, a lot of new blood. So the crew battle, the players from where they really are originally from, I think that's a great idea, because if you just split it just right now, I think it would be one-sided crew battle. I think it'll be a really exciting and hype crew battle. My rival's Peepee, because I've just been so close to beating him a couple times, especially the first time I played him in tournament. I was just really sad that I lost, because I knew I could have beaten him. And I was up 2-1 in the set. Yeah, the rivalry is pretty darn awesome. Like, it's really friendly, but it's really intense because it's always gone back and forth. And now NorCal has more motivation to get better because we've showed how many times we can beat them in a row.
Pressure by Westballz. He's in there.
That's one thing that makes Westballz so.
Wow.
How do you?
Wow.
Yeah.
Slam dunk.
There's a look at Westballz, one of the many players to watch coming up next weekend. We have the Anaheim Smash Melee Tournament. Jake, I know we have a full list of players now for the pools. We'll get to that in a moment. But first, let's take a look at what went down on Twitter. Not Armada, but the other major Swede to look out. You can see that is William, better known as Leffen. He says, so yeah, I'm confirmed for MLG now. F yes.
You know, it's awesome because he 6-0'd Armada at the European qualifier, and that's a big, big deal, and I was going to be really bummed if he couldn't make it. He's the last one to confirm, so now all 12 players are actually confirmed. So we can make that pool play graphic tomorrow and, you know, really lock in the pools and show you guys what it's going to look like at Anaheim and exactly who the players have to train for. It's a big deal for the players as well to know this guy's in my pool. Okay, I need to prepare for Fox because, well, everybody has to prepare for Fox because everybody plays Fox right now.
Everyone's gonna be
it's the
using
year
Fox.
20XX and everyone uses Fox. But, yeah, and I mean, if you have Armada in your pool, you know you have to practice for Peach because he's the one Peach. You know, there's 2 Puffs. We have, I think, 2 Captain Falcons. 1 Yoshi. So, I mean, a lot of people aren't used to playing against a Yoshi. So, if you get an AMSA in your pool, that's somebody you have to worry about because he looked so incredibly strong at the European qualifier. At Republic of Fighters 3, he almost defeated Leffen in the losers finals. It was Game 5, last hit, super, super close series, and Leffen is one of the most dangerous Foxes, period. So,
wow.
I mean, honestly, knowing your pool, they only have 1 week to train for these guys, so it's a
What
big
about
deal.
Sheik? Is it really just Mewtwo King rocking Sheik, or do you expect to see her?
You know, yeah, I mean, other people can definitely pull her out, but they don't anymore. I mean, Sheik used to be a lot more common back in the day when the Korean DJ era, you know, he played a lot of Sheik back in 06. But nowadays, you don't see Sheik too often. It's really just Mewtwo King pulling him out. So I think we'll see a lot of Sheik in the open bracket. But among these guys, I really don't think anybody else will pull him out. Now, I've heard rumors that Mango is working on a special character for a special stage. Now, so we have a new character for Mango potentially, and other players might have other, you know, something in their back pocket. Everybody always has to have something in their back pocket to pull it out for specific matchups. So
now, as a casual fan, can you kind of explain the difference between preparing for a Fox, because you know you're definitely going to run into that, and preparing for a Falco, or is basically training for one enough for both?
They're definitely very, very different. They have very different play styles, and they both they excel in different stages. So it's really hard to prepare for everyone. I mean, playing against Fox, I say you're playing as Marth. You're a Marth main. I mean, there's certain things against Fox. You can just throw them in the air and catch them and throw them and catch them and do that a lot. So there's a lot of things they can do that they know will work. There's a lot of guaranteed stuff they can do. But it's really preparing for those weird characters like Yoshi that the guys have to worry about. Those characters that they're not used to playing against.
Gotcha.
And, you know, Ice Climbers is another character that you don't see as often that we might see be pulled out. So who knows?
It's going to be exciting. Once again, it's all kicking off next Friday. I know you're in charge of the production format. Give me a little preview. What can we expect to see Friday night at Anaheim?
We got some cool stuff planned. I mean, this is actually the biggest prize pool the Smash community has seen since 2006 when we had Melee. So, you know, it's a $15,000 prize. We've got multiple events going on. So Friday night, we actually have our crew battle, which is the best on the East Coast and the best versus on the West Coast, versing off 10v10, 40 lives, 40 stocks.
Is it where they currently live or where they're originally from?
It's from their origin city. So Mango is currently in Ohio, but we're putting him on the West Coast because he's from SoCal.
Okay.
So it's all about where you're from originally, staying true to their, you know, where they grew up, where they started playing the game, all that stuff. So it's going to be really, really exciting. That's Friday night. And then Tuesday, we have the 1v1 pools continuing throughout the day. And Tuesday night, we have the 2v2 tournament, which is a lot of fun.
2v2 tourney is going to be so much fun to watch.
You know, it's great. And we're going to have Wife there. And Wife is like, you know, the master of 2v2. Husband and wife were, you know, the team back in the day. So having Wife on the mic for that's going to be a lot of fun.
Is husband coming?
You know, it's still up in the air. He's talking about it. He keeps talking about it. We don't know for sure.
Come on now. Don't make me get a Kickstarter. We'll get you out here.
It's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea at all.
Smash community, rise up. Well, it's pretty awesome to see kind of the generosity as we saw in that video from Westballz, that, you know, donations being kind of popular right now as the streamers are getting some love. I hope everyone who wants to attend Anaheim can afford to make it out there. Who are some of the big names that we didn't see on the qualified list that you're looking for in the open bracket?
You know, SFAT was the next one on that list. If he beat Westballz at Skatar, he would have been the next one in. So he's in there. We got guys like Pew Pew U. We got guys like Zoo, Ken, Korean DJ, Chillin' Dude. They're all there. So there's a lot of names in the open bracket we got to look out for because it is stacked everywhere you look. I mean, it's just talent everywhere. And there's a lot of international talent. I mean, this is the first time we've had 4 international players. We have 3 people from Europe, and we have the 1 Japanese player. And it's interesting that a European actually won the Japanese qualifiers, but it's pretty cool.
I like it. Well, Amps is coming over to represent. We'll see how far the Red Yoshi can go.
The Red Yoshi.
Really excited to see this. Once again, guys, next weekend, Smash back on the pro circuit for the first time since 2006. Tomorrow, Jake is going way in depth. I know you've been reaching out to the Smash community. Hopefully we can get some great interviews going as we'll be announcing the pools. You've got a preview. Which pool is going to be the best one to watch? You don't have to tell me who's in it.
There's no better pool. They're both perfect. They're phenomenal, I'll tell you. Like, we started mapping it out. I'm not going to spoil anything, but it looks great.
Jake's been smiling all day. Guys, we're going to commercial break. When we return, some big things happened in the MLG COD League last night. We'll let you know how that will affect Anaheim, as well as give you the matches to look out for heading into the weekend. We'll be right back with more on the ESR.